if you are a website designer or a website owner, one of the things you must take into consideration on your WordPress website is how you assign users. And knowing how to assign users is dependent on what you know about the user roles that WordPress has. My name is Okay, and in this video, I'm going to explain to you all the user roles that WordPress has in the WordPress dashboard, so that when you are assigning a particular user, you will know what role that you are assigning to that user. So let's get into the video. So what I have here is that what we are learning today is understanding WordPress user roles. So like I said, WordPress offers versatile user roles, and each role has specific permissions to manage your site efficiently. So in this video, so that's what we are going to look at. So all the whole user roles. So let me show you the roles in case you are wondering where you can find all of them. So for you to see the user roles on your WordPress dashboard, you are going to go to users and you are going to see all users here. Okay, so if you have created other users, so you are going to find all of them here. But now, how do you know all the different types of user roles that WordPress has? So if you click here now, you can see that we have one that we call subscriber, we have the one we call contributor, we have the one we call author, and we have the one we call editor, and the one we call the administrator. So we are going to look at each and every one of them now. But by default, when you want people to sign into your website, so if it's a website that you want people to be registering or create accounts, so it's from your settings here. So when you go to settings, so that's where you are going to define the default user role, that once anybody sign into your website, that is the user role that they are going to have. Okay, so here, this is where you see new user default role. So by default, WordPress sets it to subscriber, right? And you can see all of them down here. Now, if your website has if it's an e-commerce website where you are using something like WooCommerce, you are going to still have other roles here like shop manager and other things. If you also have some other features on your website that require user roles, so you are also going to find some additional roles here. Okay, and I'm also going to show you how you can add some custom user roles, why you will need to do that. And now, one thing you also need to note is that for anyone to be able to register on your website, you must ensure that you tick this anyone can register before someone can create account. So if you don't have this ticked, people will not see the option to register. And even if they see, they can't even register on your website. So that's just for you to take note. So let's go back to our slide now. Okay, so let's start looking at the first one now. So the first role we are going to look at is the administrator role, right? And this role is the all-powerful role. So with this role, you can do a whole lot of things on the website. So like I said, the administrators have complete role. So they can add, they can edit, they can delete anything on the website. So this also includes your posts, your pages, your themes, your plugins, and they can manage every user and every site settings on your website. So to summarize their role, they have full website control. So they can access any settings that you have, and they can make site-wide changes. And then, like I said, they can remove, add users, and modify user roles. So that is the administrator roles. And whenever you install WordPress, the default role that you have is the administrator role. So that's why also, if you're a website designer, before you assign the user role to the website owner, before you assign the administrator to the website owner, so ensure that you explain to the owner of the site that this role can make or mar the website. So the owner should also not assign this role to anybody that doesn't know how to do anything on the website. Okay, that is the administrator role. The next role we have is the editor role. So I'm mentioning them in their order of hierarchy. Like I said, the administrator is the highest. So after the administrator, the next one in the level is the editor. So who is actually more like a content management authority. So they can manage all the content without having the full admin access. So they can add posts, edit posts, publish and delete all the posts that are on the website. So which also includes the posts that are made by other users, not just only their own, but they can delete the ones made by others. So they can also manage the post categories, the tags, and the comments on the website. So in summary, they are more like the senior writers or content managers. So they are the ones that you assign this role on your website, especially if you are running like a big magazine or online news website. So the senior writers are the people that you can assign this role to. So they can manage posts and all of that. Then they can organize the content as well. Okay. Now, the next role we have is the author role. So they are more like the creator of their own content. So they can create their own content. They can edit it. They can publish it. They can even delete their own posts. They can even upload media, that is images, file, audio, and the rest of them, but they cannot modify other people's content. So they can only modify their own after they have published it and all of that. So this role is best to assign to contributors on your website so they can manage their own content, right? Now, the next role that we have is the contributor role. So they are more like draft writers. So they can write content, but whatever they have written on the website cannot go live because they do not have that permission to publish that article or that post they have made. So like I have here, they can write and edit their posts, but they cannot publish them. They cannot upload media files, and the post that they have written must be reviewed by any of these other higher roles. That is either the editor or the admin, not the author. Authors manage only their own. They don't manage other people's own, right? Now, so this role is suitable to be assigned to those that write posts on your website, and they will submit it for review, and then they will have to wait for the editors or the senior editors, senior writers to review their article and then let it go live. Now, the last but not the least on the rank is the subscriber, which I showed you earlier. So these are just those, they can manage their own profile. They cannot write content, but they can just change their password, their username. So just like what you do on some platforms where you create an account. So you just create an account, you can't write posts, you cannot edit it, and you can't do anything other than just manage your profile. Okay, so this role is best assigned to membership website to just need access to log in to their website. For example, if you are purchasing something on a website and then you just need to log in, check what you ordered, modify your account, check your orders and all of that. So those are what you can do when you have these rules. So these are the default basic rules that WordPress has, and you understanding them will help you manage your website effectively, because failure to understand the roles of each user, you may go and assign a role that is not suitable for someone and they can mess up something on your website or publish a content that you ordinarily wouldn't want them to publish. Okay, so but there's one more user role I want to show you, which is not default on every website. So this role exists when you are running a multi-site website. A multi-site website is a site where maybe in an organization there are other departments, so we create multi-site that is under the main website. So where you have either a website on another language or for a particular department to be doing some things under the existing website, that is under the existing domain. So that's where you can have another role called super admin. So they only, like I said, they only exist when you are running a multi-site network. So they also have administrator privileges across all the whole website on a network. So it's more like a network, a set of networks, website on a particular network. So they can manage teams, plugins, users, and settings. So the same role that the administrator has. So this is more like an administrator now managing a whole lot of other websites on their on that particular network. So this is ideal for large network of WordPress, like I said. So the super admin have the network control, they can manage team, they can manage plugin and all of that. So that's the next role. Then lastly, like I mentioned, there is custom roles. So these are tailored permissions. So you create these roles for specific reasons. Maybe you are running a learning management system where you can assign some people to become an instructor. You can assign some people to maybe even the default user roles. You can try to customize their roles and limit some of the things they can do. For example, you can limit the things the editor can do, even though the editor can see some of the website settings. So you can decide the level of things they can do on that website. So to achieve this, you are going to use additional plugin to achieve that, which either something like a members plugin or something like a user role editor, which some of them are free on the WordPress plugin repository, where you can just search for them, download them, and customize it based on the role or the access that you want that person to have. So there you have it, all the different user roles that you have on WordPress, on every WordPress website, that can help you manage all your users efficiently and effectively, so that you are sure of what every of the users are doing on the website. I hope you find this video very helpful, and I will appreciate if you like this video, share it with others, and also if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so that when next I upload another video, you will be notified, and I will see you in the next one.